Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. It is 8:37 p.m. Eastern Time on this 28th day of March 2021. Coming at you with the pound yen here. I am short on it, and I'm shorting the hell out of it. Why? Well, I've been shorting on it. I was short on it last week, and then I shorted on it on Friday, and and then at the open, I waited until around 7 o'clock my time, which was about an hour and a half ago. I added to the shorts again. Uh, Real quick rundown here. I want to take a look at the weekly chart. This is a crazy looking, crazy looking weekly chart. Um, we had this insano run. We had this run one, two. I should actually start over here. We had a 10 bar, 9 bar, a 9 bar consecutive 9 bar weekly where we had to close above the open. That's nuts. Then we had a down week, and then last week was nutty. It had this really crazy range. We pressed down from 151, pretty much 151 even, all the way down to 148.53. So we had a 250 pip drop. Then we had a 250 pip rise, and it closed slightly above, closed like 27 pips above the open last week. But here's the deal. The distance between the close and the Kijun-sen, there's a huge gap. There's also still a huge gap between the close and the Tenkan-sen. All right. Taking a look at the RSI and the composite index, they are still at these historical highs. There's a bearish divergence between the RSI and the composite index. The percent B is about to cross down to 0.2. This is all looking pretty yucky for people who want to continue to be bullish here. The daily chart, I mean, it looks like there's some nice bouncing activity going on here, but I wouldn't expect it to last. This is way overdone. We had this kind of a dead cat bounce rally without a lot of follow through. I mean, if you look at the volume here, it's pretty much matched on point with what existed prior, and the weakness here is likely to continue. We have a lot of cyclical reasons for this. We have a lot of astronomical reasons for this. We're getting into this 90-day cycle up here. Seasonal change dates. I mean, just a slew of things pointing to some real pressure further south for the pound yen moving forward. Initial profit target, and by the way, like short, I should say this. I like the short anywhere between 151.50 and 150.25. I like the short entry at the market anywhere between there. And the first profit target that I would look at would be the weekly Tenkan-sen down at 148.92. And then probably in the mid between the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen, which consequently the Senko Span A, that's what Senko Span A is. So the future Span A is the midpoint of the current Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen, if you ever want to know that. And then the Span B is the midpoint of the highest high and the lowest low of the last 52 periods, projected forward 26 periods. So that's how that gets plotted. But I would expect, a long-term profit target, if you want to say that long-term or even mid-term, you'd be targeting the 146 level. So you're talking about a 500 pip-ish move to get that secondary profit target. But that's what I'd be looking for on the pound yen. A pretty bearish week. I wouldn't be surprised to see it not only move back down to match the lows of last week, but then exceed it. So watch out for that this week. From all of us here at Exchange Rates UK TV, hope you guys have a good start to your week. Hope you had a great weekend. Don't forget to like and subscribe.